Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. It's time for another class/job. Got all the other available DPS jobs, 250 here. So that's just Arcanist. That is right over here. We also technically still have like the tank and healer stuff, but not gonna worry about that right now. We're just gonna go do some magic. It's gonna be great. Right in here. We've also got their own Ethernet shard there, which is very conveniently placed. It's easy to get into here. Variety of people here. Guildmaster, receptionist. You guys are this one. A customs officer often feels like a thankless job. On any given day, a dozen strangers accuse you of high-sea robbery. I constantly remind myself that what I do is for the good of the nation. They're also doing customs. All the way past into Limsa Lumensa must first pass through Milvan's Gate. We levy excises and disallow contraband for the welfare of the market. Trade can only be free when buyers possess the necessary assurances. Without the rule of law, the streets would be overrun by traffickers and cutthroats. Alright. Guild receptionist. Mary. Welcome to the Arcanists Guild. It is here that we research and develop the field of Arcanema. Arcanema is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns, the map, the unlocked mysteries of existence, to draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. If you prefer an arcane art built on structured thought and precise reasoning, then your discerning intellect may find a home here at our guild. Maybe consider enrolling yourself as an initiate. Sure. Just as I predicted. Before we proceed any further, however, let's first feed your appetite for knowledge with a morsel of guild history. The roots of Arcanema can be traced back to the esoteric calculations practiced by the people of the South Sea Isles. It was these island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formula were further developed into arcane geometries, precise patterns that allowed a practitioner to weave ether into specific magical effects. The mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as Arcanists, and the school of Arcanema was born. Many such mages, wishing to expand their understanding of the world, took to the seas aboard trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Limsa Lumensa, Arcanists found themselves welcomed into the academic elite, and soon secured positions in the realms of governance and council. The knowledge of an Arcanist, however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admiral Merlib, counting several wielders of Arcanema among her personal staff, became concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. So, at the Admiral's express orders, an official Arcanists Guild was established, and funding was provided for research and training. The complex and demanding nature of Arcanema, however, remains the greatest threat to its own future. If you invite such cerebral challenges, then you have but to reaffirm your commitment to joining the guild. Alright. Have you decided to enroll in our guild? Are you now intimidated by the thought of excessive thinking? Well, give it a shot. Way of the Arcanist. It wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Arcanists Guild. Sounds good. Your sound judgment is to be commended. Now, standard practice dictates that I introduce you to our guildmaster, that you might convey your intentions in person. Due to extraordinary circumstances, however, he is unreachable at present. Wasn't he? Right over there? There's a guildmaster over there. So may speak with Mistress Thumbgrim. She has shouldered full responsibility for the guild's leadership in the interim. Okay. You'll find her just over there by the bookshelves. You needn't be shy. Though her mind is sharp and critical, her manner is always most welcoming. Right. Thumbgrim. Guildmaster. Or acting guildmaster, at least. Good enough. Yes, I am Thibbergen. Greetings, and welcome to the Arcanists Guild. As Marie has doubtlessly explained, I am serving as acting guildmaster until our wayward leader, deigns to return. I assume our capable receptionist also spoke about art's origins. Yep. Allow me then to expound upon its nature. Arcanema taps into the living energies of ether. The evidence of this is represented most aptly, perhaps, by our ability to manifest the arcane entity Carbuncle, and the manner of magic which this ethereal ally employs at our command. The core of the discipline, however, is found in the pursuit of definitive solutions to any potential quandary. Even on the field of battle, and especially on the field of battle, this principle takes precedence. If one wishes to make certain the question of victory, then one must apply the most effective strategy. An arcanist is measured by his ability to calmly analyze the situation from moment to moment, to spawn with the most appropriate spells at hand. The study of Arcanema will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity. Are you prepared to reason your way through predicament after predicament? Jam. Prepared to reason? I reckon I can. An unambiguous response, the kind I most prefer. Let's now see if the clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. Here, take this grimoire in hand. We shall next judge your aptitude for our discipline. We get a weathered grimoire. That is 3 things there. Arcanist, something, and such. Got it. Complete. Arcanist unlocked. There you go. And now, we can actually equip it. Any extra things we can throw away here? And our little 50 pugilist bit. Level 30 pugilist bit, don't need that. Level 47 pugilist bit, don't need that. Okay. Fishing, 54 lancer, fisherman, gladiator. We got another grimoire right here. It's gonna come in handy soon. Oh, there's another monk pugilist, level 15 item. Cover that. Discard yes. Level 41. Discard that. Level 44. Some little gem jars. I'm gonna skip some of these too. We had better items at the time. Yeah. Pugilist. Yep. Don't need that. Level 58 bow. That's our current bow. It looks like. We have botanist stuff. A saw. There's another grimoire. Okay. We got our weapons that were currently part of our sets. This 32, 57. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit. Memory 58. 41 for that. Okay. There's another grimoire, level 15. A couple different things in here. We also might have other things in the inventory here. It's mostly armor, really. Only got these in terms of weapons. Level 58, monk. Dark Knight. Warrior. Level 53, astrologian. That's this one. Red mage. Another red mage. And warrior. Okay. Good enough. So here we go. Weathered Grimoire, level 1. Equip that. And then recommend everything. This ring is always a solid choice. Goes all the way up to 150. We got our basic pieces here. Our other gloves that aren't the actual super basic gloves. Brand new? No. I don't know what came with gloves at the start. We got these level 1 gloves. Don't have a level 1 hat right now, but that's all fine. And gear set list. Create a new gear set. Arcanist. The 14th. My goodness. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep. There's a lot of options here. Some of them obviously better than others. Like the ones that are at 60, obviously. I guess technically Samurai is also slightly higher. At 54. Okay. What is a start of things? Something to wear at the start here. You can see our abilities and things. Teleport, return, run, character, actions and traits, painting stuff. Break if we mind about that. We want minion stuff. I like that one. Companion stuff. We have the summon option. We did as much as we could. Is that just right here? Yeah. What mouse? Something like that. And basic attack, Ruin. Deals unaspected damage with a potency of 240. Cast 1.5, recast 2.5, MP 300. Alright. My first grimoire. Acting Master Super Game wishes to judge your aptitude for Arcane. It's a hefty tome, is it not? I promise you, a grimoire's weight becomes a comforting anchor amidst the shifting seas of battle. A fact you will soon discover. In Lower Lenacia, you will find, among others, 3 species of pest: Warfrats, Little Ladybugs, and Arlai. I ask that you employ your fledgling skills in Arcanima to eradicate 3 of each type of creature. Leave the city through the Tempest Gate and soon encounter the potential targets in abundance. As long as you remain focused, I do not foresee these opponents causing you or your budding abilities undue difficulty. Once you return from completing this preliminary trial, I welcome you as an official member of the Arcanist Guild. May your judgment remain swift and clear. Alright. Is that right here? Could take the gate, or we could teleport out there. Be 2 teleport screens over to somewhere near here and then out. Could maybe teleport to the gates or something, but still. Also got the hunting log. Alright. Mostly gonna be guys over here to start. Want to get to level 5. If we head back, then we can get the level 5 quest. It's all gonna work out. Little ladybugs. Alright. Let's see how this magic plays. No moving. Got it. Ruin. Ruin. Alright. Let's break this. That. And we already got a whole bunch of stuff here at level 2. Okay. Noted. Pets. You can now summon a pet to do your bidding. You only have access to 1 pet now, but there will be opportunities to acquire many more as you continue your adventures. Cast the summon from your hotbar to complete the Arcane Pact. Once your pet is summoned, a fixed hotbar known as the pet hotbar will appear in addition to your regular hotbars. Pet hotbar is preset with all the pet commands currently available to you, freeing up your normal hotbars for your personal actions and spells. The guard command orders your pet to guard his master, refrain from attacking until you attack or attack. The steady command orders your pet to refrain from attacking until you specifically order him to do so. The away command orders your pet to leave the battlefield. Pet orders and actions can also be set to your other hotbars by selecting them from the pet tab under orders and actions and traits menu. Okay. So here is Summon Carbuncle. Summons Carbuncle to your sign. That is that. And Radiant Aegis. Instant, 60 seconds. Orders Carbuncle to execute Radiant Aegis. Creates a battlefield around self that absorbs damage, totaling 20% of your maximum HP, duration 30 seconds. Can only execute when Carbuncle is summoned. So it makes a barrier around us that's kind of defensive. Okay. Question. Gissel Greens. Here is Chocobo. And then Carbuncle. We are an entire party here, clearly. Here's the pet thing. Heal, fall behind you, move specialized location, maybe you are. Frame attack until you attack or are attacked. Frame attack until ordered to do so. So we're starting in basic guard mode. Makes sense. Everybody go! Carbuncle, you do anything? Level 3. Chocobo's doing stuff. You doing something? It's kind of hanging out. Attack. Oh, do you do things? Carbuncle. Doesn't even have health either. Well, it's existing. Which I guess is something. So we get these wharf rats over here. I'm attacking, it's not doing much. Do not feel, follow you. Move to specialized location, over there. I'll just not have an attack option yet. Follow me. I can do that at least. Steady. Attack when I attack. It's kind of hanging out. Ow. One more wharf rat. Oh. It's that and that and that. And roll 5. Perfect. I completed that too. Beautiful. Okay. Look back. We're good. Something like that. Something like that. And guild. Again. Nope. New spell. Stores target HP. Coupon C 400. Physic. That's a heal. So we also put our potion on here, I guess. That's for us, though. We target ourselves. Good questions. Anyways. Something down here. Sprint. Voice low as you serve the summons. That's all us hanging out down in there. Having a good time. Okay, there. Okay. Well, we accomplished that at least. So the creatures beyond the city walls posed you little threat. It was with great pleasure, then, that I formally recognized your initiation into the guild. From this day forth, you may proudly bear the title of Arcanist. I suggest you continue your forays into the wilderness and keep the pages of your grimoire turning. There's no finer teacher than the harsh mistress of experience. When you feel you can command Carbuncle as easily as you might move your own limbs, turn to me for further instruction. I'll be waiting. It's available upon level 5. We're at level 5. There's 400 XP. Right here. I don't feel like I can command Carbuncle to do anything, but we're here. What's in the box? It's a better grimoire is what's in the box. Acting Guildmaster Thubergim wishes to assess the improvement of your Arcanum skills. Ah, Arctic, is it? Are you eating well? An empty stomach distracts the mind, leads to hurried judgment. I must often remind my Arcanists to take meals, so ensconced do they become in their studies. Speaking of such, have you been practicing your tactics with Carbuncle? I believe it is time to assess the improvement of your skills. As with your previous trial, have you defeat foes in Lower Lenasia, 3 wild dodos and 3 tiny manticoras, to be precise. Watch carefully the behavior of your opponents, formulate an effective strategy, realize your arcane entity to its fullest potential. Expect you back in time for lunch. Back up there again. Show incomplete. Lower Lenasia, Lower Lenasia. Middle Lenasia. Middle Lenasia. Anyways. Cedarwood. Middle, Cedarwood. Cedarwood, Cedarwood. Or up this way. That works. And we'll want to get roughly to level 10 here. We head back so we can get the next quest without having to run back and forth. Does mean we're kind of working with lower tier weapon for a little bit longer. Just in the level 1 while we're doing the level 5 quest until we get to level 10. Oh, still. Okay. I have it on attack. Maybe it's just because the Chocobo's here. Whatever. This is fine. There's a dodo over there. I think it's supposed to do something. Strong, examine, use key item, emote. No. Away, use emote, mark, focus target. No. Whatever. As long as the dodos die, I guess it's fine. Dodo down. Does he have like a health bar or anything? Attacks or anything like that? Doesn't have like an aggressive style either. It's either reactive or wait until we tell it to do anything. We don't have a tell it to do anything button. More of a mascot than anything, I guess. Oh gosh. We got gauges and things. Trance gauge unlocked. Trance gauge indicates the time remaining for the effects of ether charge. See, this action also grants Ruby Arcanum to use to summon Ruby Carbuncle upon reaching level 15. Ether charge will also grant Topaz Arcanum for the summoning of Topaz Carbuncle and a 22 Emerald Arcanum for summoning Emerald Carbuncle. Each summon when called forth will tap into its respective Arcanum, granting you stacks of elemental attunement. here on the trance gauge. These elemental attunements will augment gem shine and precious balance required level 26. Okay. We need to do this. It just makes it. Is this just the only thing this one does? Is make the barrier? Potentially. Okay. Layout. Gauge thing down here. Save. Huh? A little bit of defense thing happening. I also have Summon Ruby. And Gem Shine. Okay. Summons Ruby Carbuncle. And orders it to execute Glittering Ruby. Rushes target and deals fire damage to opponents of 400. Additional effect, 2 stacks of Fire Attunement. Fire Attunement effect, Gem Shine and Precious Brilliance become Fire Aspected, duration 30 seconds. When executed while under the effects of Ruby, Arcanum, and Carbuncle is summoned. Current pet will leave the battlefield while Ruby Carbuncle is present. Return once gone. Okay. This is Gem Shine. Shine the energies of your active elemental attunement to attack your enemy. Deal fire damage to a single target. Deal earth damage to a single target. Deal wind damage to a single target. Okay. We can't use that then. Ether Charge. And it's Ether Charge, increasing the potency of Ruin. Ruin 2 and Ruin 3 by 50. Upper for 20, duration 15. Grants in Ruby Arcanum. Executed in combat while Carbuncle is summoned. So we do this in combat. We activate this. That gives us time on something. It's under cooldown. Now we can activate the Ruby. It's got access to that. Use over this way. Alright. Ruby Arcanum. We can use this. Now it's actually attacking. Okay. We got time on the Ruby. Fire Blast. Seems pretty slow. Now the regular one that doesn't do anything is back. We can cast this. That. Increase the damage of this for a little bit. Low. And once we wait for that to get through all that, we then access Fire Guy for a bit. Cast this fire spell here. It's a 340, but it takes a really long time to cast. And now Ruby's done. You have to wait for this to come back to get a Ruby Arcanum again. Okay. Find more targets here. This. You can't just immediately get in here. This does Ether Charge for 15 seconds. And then grants the Ruby Arcanum. And then go in for the attack. Cast some fire, expect normal. Until complete. Middle. Nesting Buzzard in lower. And Cave Bat. Lightning Sprites. Cedarwood. Conscript. bats in a cave. Yep. The entire thing to activate that to make this slightly stronger for a little bit. We need to wait. We can summon them. It takes an entire cooldown. And this slower spell, do a little fire damage. Some hunting log, and level 8. Here is Addle. Modifier thing. Okay, bats be needed. Yep. Significance. Let's put some of the God's Grip. Nesting buzzards. Dodos. Something. There you go. Oh. Increases. Sometimes we cast this. It increases it by 50. 4. The total value of like 200. It's kind of worse. The only thing it really does is also activate this. So it allows us to do this, and it goes and attacks a little bit. So cast fire. So we get the little 10 hunting log done here. Why not? Middle. There's summer forward. Nine Grip and God's Grip. Okay. And this would give us 1400. Fate here. Level 3 Fate, level 8. Let's get it. Ruin. Interrupted. What goes for the Ruby only goes in for like a few attacks or something. Okay. Failed. This was closer on the timer there, I guess. Whatever. That's fine. Let's go this way. It's a jackal. Lightning sprite. Grasp the ruby. Duration 15 seconds. Additional effect. Seems to stay here for a decent amount of time, too. That's at least something. See how much it does. It's one fire attack. A second. Okay. Just increase the amount of charges or gauge stuff or something. I can be able to do this fate here. No one else here. Calm. Find some stuff to fight here. For the hunting log. That does have him go do an attack at least. Possibly multiple. At least something. Some bogeys. Fire. Vents. Okay. Interrupted. Already be in combat to do this, I guess. Let's slow that down a bit. It's all those. It's 1400, like a few XP away from it being enough. Attack. That's only one. She attacks with fire too. Perhaps. Okay. That's enough. Go turn the level 5 question. Now that we're level almost 10 here. Okay, skill. Go. There you go. Welcome back, Octave. It appears your coordination with Carbuncle is progressing at a satisfactory pace. So test your growing acumen with a more practical examination. Our work at Melvin's Gate requires us to inspect and record the contents of incoming cargo. To simulate such a task, I've had several crates transported to the cliff south of Zephyr Gate. I want to examine those crates, then return the inspected cargo here to me. You'd be surprised at the depths which some merchants will sink to deter our customs agents from performing thorough investigations. False bottoms, rag foodstuffs, flesh-eating Valken. I suggest you be prepared for any eventuality. Oh my goodness. It's just outside the gate, but we'll just teleport because it's close enough. Let's go look at these boxes. Alright. Over this way. Some's over there. Back in the middle. Lanasia. Down here. Practice crates. How mysterious. Let's interact with that. It's gonna pop out of it. Tree slugs. Okay. Practice slugs. Got it. Hello. I'm not a threat. Pray ignore my presence for the present. Allow me a moment to cogitate. Read a book. Your reaction to my sudden appearance was within expected parameters. I must admit I did not expect so proficient performance against the enemies set against you. Yet, effective though your tactics were, so I had much room for improvement. As I watched you battle, the wheels of my mind whirred into motion, as they are wont to do, inventing other possible strategies you might have employed. Let's see. Taking into account your current level of ability, factoring in the etheric constant, multiply the number of opponents, and applying your tactics to other potential combat scenarios, oh dear, my calculations indicate failure upon encountering threat level 9,785. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. Though the opportune window to do so has passed, I would nevertheless introduce myself. I am Kalia, a Alien's Gate assessor. Acting Guildmaster Thuigan elected me to oversee your training, and provide any necessary guidance and instruction in the field of Arcane. Yeah. Did you put the slugs in the crate? From what I've observed thus far, you have an admirable grasp of the fundamentals. I do, however, wish to confirm one small detail. Regarding your choice of arcane geometries, what factor most influences your actions during battle? Desire to outwit an enemy, potential for amusement. What feels right? Gotta think about it a little bit. Outwitting the enemy. Aha! Just as I predicted. Now I have a final element needed to perform another calculation. Probably if you're becoming an arcanist of note is 90%, give or take 0.5%. That's pretty good. Yes, the certainty is quite high. After all, I only know of one other practitioner who responded to my question in the same manner. It's the man who bestowed upon me this grimoire, the guild master himself. Well, there you go. While our inscrutable leader is, as I'm sure you've heard, on an indefinite leave of absence, he did leave us with his most notorious saying to date. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one's situation into the desired reality. No matter how gifted you and I might be, however, the instantaneous manipulation of reality that might cause us to suddenly become mighty arcanists is beyond our present abilities. Discipline and experience is the finest strategy in this case. I suggest you continue to focus on refining your aptitude with Carbuncle. Mastery with an arcane entity will greatly improve your success as a wielder of Arcanima. Here ends your lesson for today. Pray return directly to the guild. I believe Mistress Thuigan is awaiting some inspected cargo. And what of myself? I'm off to the fields, of course. The tactics I've reasoned out earlier must be attempted in real-life scenarios. Theory is all well and good. There's no substitute for actual combat. We'll meet again soon. And they are off. Bye. Goodbye. We got our crates. We're all good there. And back we go. There's like a way in right here, but this gets us straight to the Aetheryte, and the net, and the guild. And now we're here. Very good. This way. I take. You've returned with the cargo? Yep. A wooden cargo crate used by Evan's Gate to train new assessors. Also slug free. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Relatively clear of blood and other gore. That can be something of a problem in our profession, you understand. Also had word from Kaya regarding your performance. She seems eager to continue your training. An odd lass, I'll admit. The guild can boast no finer mind for tactics. You do well to heed the instructions she offers, particularly with which touches on the diligent approach up to our art. You perhaps notice the battered tome Kaya carries. That initiate's grimoire has served her from the day she entered the guild. She has her reasons, but it's immediately strange to see it kept all the way to her present position as Foreseer. I fear such an intense focus on Arcane has led her to overlook other important aspects of life. As our master strategist guides your Arcanist training, hope that you might return the favor and help to broaden her own perspective somewhat. But enough of such matters for the moment. You've done well this day, Arctic. Continue your practice with Carbuncle as Claire's bid. I'll be here when the time comes for your next lesson. And we don't need low level stuff, because we can get higher level quickly enough. We'll take the money and all that. Alright, level 10. Here's more things. My goodness. We've got Fester. Deals unexpected damage to the opponents of 340. Ether Flow Gauge cost 1. Energy Drain. Deals an unexpected damage to the opponents of 200. Additional effect, Ether Flow 2. And sleep. Put an enemy to sleep. Okay. Ether Flow Gauge unlocked. Using action Energy Drain. Fills the Ether Flow Gauge. Required to perform certain actions. Okay. We have this gauge for that. It gets more. They get unlocked. We have a second gauge. Alright. HUD layout. Ether Flow Gauge. Sure. Save it. Close it. It requires that. We got this. So we have Energy Drain into Fester. We got Ruin, Ether Charge. Eventually, let's just do the Ruby. This has that. So it's more and more. Like 3 different kind of systems happening here. There's a lot of systems. We'll see. Level 10. 10, potentially 15, see how things go. Here, at the Arcanist Guild. Next time. Goodbye.